All right, let's get started with warming up first. And let's take deep breath also. So gentle start, gentle warming up, and especially in the morning, we definitely need to warm up. So warming up means two things we do in warming up. Try to use slowly, gently the muscles, and at the same time, we want to get your heartbeat increased, your heart rate going slightly up. So that way you start getting more circulation, and more circulation means warming up your body. So let's start taking deep breath. As your heart rate goes up, we must take deep breath. So that way we have enough oxygen. Okay, let's do another one, gentle one, which is the fire breathing exercise. The Bhastrika. Let's inhale and quickly exhale. Such a short breath, remember, not the long breath. So let's do that for 150 times. Just bounce up and then down. Breathe in as you bounce up, breathe out as you bounce down. All right, now let's start moving a little bit more. Let's lift your right leg up and then place it wide backwards. So lift your knee up and place next to your other foot. So let's do same thing with your left foot, left leg, high, out, down, up, forward, down. And let's repeat it. So it's going to be moving your hip joints. Now let's just move one leg at a time. So let's balance on your left foot and swing your one leg, the other leg, back and forth as you move your arms also. So if you have hard time balancing, try to balance first. Or otherwise, you just take support and then try to move your leg and try to again independently on one foot. So that will give you the practice of balancing as well. Because balancing is a very important part of the yoga, because you use a certain part of your brain that need to know where your joints are. So we balance based upon our joints. And of course, the muscles support the joints. And it's called proprioception. So your brain, when we balance, we cannot balance without your brain knowing where your knees are, where your ankles are. So let's repeat it. And one more time. Your other leg. And always remember, if you try to balance always with the support, you will never be able to balance. So initially you can take support, but then you want to away from your support. Okay, let's do some jumping jacks. Let's do 30 times. Breathe in and breathe out. Or just step out, step in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So easy way or typical conventional way. Always don't forget to remember, don't forget to take deep breath. So now let's do one more exercise. We're gonna lift your left leg, move it around and come back. So let's do it 5 times in same direction. Left one. So we are moving your hip in circular motion. And let's do now same thing with your right leg. Forward, outside, back. 3, 4, and 5. Now let's repeat with different direction. Reverse it. Backwards, outward, forward. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's do with your right one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Now let's bring your left knee to your right elbow and then right knee to your left elbow. So bring it up, up. So elbow towards your knee and knee towards your opposite elbow. So this is just simple way, or you can just bounce up. Let's do it 20 times. Now let's move your legs sideways. So we call abduct. We use certain muscles. When we move in certain direction, we use certain group of muscles. So we need to continuously every day get used to of them moving, using them. So this is simple way, kicking outside, or you can go as you bounce up. Towards your right, left. Don't forget to take deep breaths all the time in the entire yoga class. Okay, let's get your legs slightly apart. We're going to move your upper body by moving your right arm behind your back, left one over your shoulder, left. So and your neck all the way. So when you work with your neck and upper back at the same times, you make your neck and your upper muscles healthy. Let's do your both arms up, parallel to your shoulders, and go to your right, and then go to your left. Try to keep your feet stagnant, not wobbly. The same about your knees. keep them stagnant. Now let's kick forward and then quickly to your opposite side. So we're gonna kick your left leg forward, and then we're gonna bring it towards your right side and upper body towards your left side. So it's a coordination. So first try just your leg without your upper body. So kick forward and go to your right. Kick forward, go to your left. So this will align your hip joints. When we have injury or pain, or even wrong way of walking, or uphill, downhill, or uneven place, we get our hips out of alignment. And that can create other problems. Now let's try going with your opposite side to different direction, opposite direction. So it's a coordination. Right, think. Left leg up, upper body, your left. So that stretches your whole back. All right, let's stretch now. Since our body is ready to stretch, so feet slightly apart, parallel to your shoulders. Left arm up. Breathe out. And turn your head also towards left. Breathe in and breathe out. So let's do correctly in terms of the breathing. Raise your right arm up as you breathe in. Keep your breath in. Start stretching. Keep your breath in. Now breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So when you start stretching, still keep your breath in. So when your chest is expanded, your vertebrae of your upper back stretch more. So we have two aims: to stretch your upper body and stretch the lower back also. So let's press now left foot over your right. Stretch your left arm up. Keep your breath in. Breathe out. And then bring it down. Same thing, your right one. Inhale. Stretch. Exhale. So this way, you'll get good stretching of your upper body, especially lower back. Let's interlock your fingers. Turn them forward. Bring them all the way back and up. So backwards and upwards. So inhale. Stretch towards your right. Exhale. Back in the middle. As you inhale, stretch. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, go towards your right. Breathe out. in towards the left. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now let's do some your hamstring stretching. So what we will do, step left foot forward, just slightly, not exactly straight, slightly towards left and forward. Now we're going to bend your back knee, the back leg, which is right, and lift your foot. Keep your left heel down, rest of the foot up. So let's put the body weight onto your heel, not on your back foot, the front. Let's go down. Hold your toes. And pull your toes upwards. And then come back. Let's do the same thing with your right foot forward and outwards. Lift your entire foot except your heel. Bend your back knee. Keep your body weight onto your front heel. Go down. Down to your toes. Pull your toes up. And let's come back. So this exercise stretches your whole back of your leg and thigh. Let's do one more time. Again, your heel down, entire foot up. Bend your back knee. Reach down to your toes. Keep your body weight onto your front heel. Pull your toes up. And then come back. Let's do the same thing. One more time. Your right one. Bend your back knee, your toes up, your whole foot, except your heel. Hold it up. And then come back. Doing this exercise, you can eliminate a lot of knee pain. We need to keep our knee healthy. And in order to keep our knees healthy, we need to keep our thighs strong, our calves strong, and your hamstrings stretched, your calf stretched, flexible. Okay, let's bring your feet apart, arms apart. We'll go into tabletop position. See how low you can go. Keep your arms up. Keep your chest high. Keep your hips high. Flatten up your entire spine. Sometimes we don't even know if we are straight, if our back is flat or not. So you can take a look in mirror that if your body is flat or not. Let's touch your toes. One toe, left one. Keep your body flat though. Your whole back flat. And more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's bring your hands in the middle. So we are going to bring your one foot forward, one hand forward, one backwards. So stretch left one forward, right one behind. Let's change it. Right one forward, left one behind. Switch back and forth. If you don't feel stretched during this exercise in your hamstrings, that means you are not bringing your upper body low enough. Okay, now this time let's stretch diagonally. Left hand towards your right side in front of your body. Right one towards your left. Let's do the opposite. 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10. You don't know how good things you do when you stretch your hamstrings to your lower back. Always remember, tight hamstrings, tight hips means tight lower back. Let's bring both hands forwards and backwards. Let's repeat it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's place your hands down again in the middle. Right hand in the middle, left hand in the middle, and right arm up. Let's stretch sideways, twist as much as you can. Try to look up towards your right hand. Knees straight, back flat. Let's go towards your left side. Twist. Knees straight again. Back flat. Twist towards your left. Look towards your upper hand, your left hand. Let's do the same thing one more time. Right side. Breathe out. Towards your left. Doing this strengthening exercise will keep your stability, your endurance to sit and work in chair and table. All right, let's do one more thing in here for your shoulders. Bring your right arm backwards and forward and place it down. Let's bring your left arm backwards, upwards, forward, and place it down. Let's do just the opposite. Right hand forward, bring it up, backwards, down in the middle. Left one forward, up, back. Let's do one more time. Right hand, backwards, upwards, forward, down. Left one back, up, forward, down. Now reverse it. Right hand forward, back, and then down. Left arm, left hand forward, back, down. All right, let's bring your feet slightly apart. Walk them slightly more apart. Walk your hands forwards. And bring your hips backwards. Hands forward. And your hips backwards. Let's go forward. Like in plank. Come on your toes. Bring your whole body forward. Chest up. Hips down. Like you're doing upwards dog. Let's go back. Let's repeat it. Come forward. Lower your hips. Your chest high. And then go back. And let's bring your knees down. And keep your knees apart and feet apart also. So 2 things we are doing, keeping knees apart and keeping your feet apart. And see how much you can go gently backwards and then forward. This is a great exercise for your hip joints. Let's go backwards gently. You can feel your hip joints as you go backwards and then come forward. One more time, back. Forward. These exercises can be done by anyone in all conditions. Now let's bring your feet together or feet closer and knees slightly more apart. And then you should be able to come forward easily and go backwards easily also. Let's go forward. Let's go backwards. This is the best thing you can do for your body. And in the morning, and whatever is you can do the best thing for your body, that's what you're doing the best for your whole life. And not only for your life, but for your family also. Now let's place your forearms down, feet more apart, and let's lower your chest, your chin on back of your hands, as low as you can go, without straightening up your knees. Remember, and let's come back. We are going to bring one foot backwards, one forward. Keep your knees apart. And let's walk your hands back. So you can sit. Let's go forward again. Onto your knees, onto your legs. Drop down your hips, your chest high. Let's go back while keeping your head down. And stretch your lower back. Slightly, gently move back and forth. When you do, especially nowadays, a lot of squats for our challenge. So that means you are working on your thighs a lot. And when you don't stretch them, then you will be susceptible for injury. What injury? Of course, your muscles and knees and hips. So when you do running, a lot of squats, and even walking, and don't stretch your thighs, then you will be prone to injuries. So definitely we need to stretch when you do strengthening exercise or even cardiovascular exercise. Let's bring the arms apart. Let's go to your left. Lean on your forearm. Stretch your upper arm. Turn upwards. Your head look upwards. Push your knee down. Your right knee downwards. So you should feel the stretch in your right lower back. And let's go to your right side. Even when you play games, any sport, and you don't stretch, then you're doing harm to your body. And you're supposed to, you should stretch before and after. Any sport, any game, any running, any hard exercise. Let's place your left hand over your right thigh. Right arm up and stretch towards your left. Turn your head.
We have a question here.
Hmm.
When there is a lot of cardio, like involving like something like squats, then burpees, then running and all, Any dietary things that needs to be accompanied with this stretches and all exercises? Anything on the dietary side that should be taken care of? So that, because sometimes there's a lot of stiffness that comes into body. So how to get rid of that?
Yeah, if you use, a lot of dairy and a lot of sugar, too much of carbohydrate. Carbohydrate means equals to a lot of sugar.
Mhm.
And if you eat meat, so that will stiffen your body. If you eat more vegetables, more fruits, legumes, grains, not even too much of grains, then your body you will feel less tired.
Okay.
Otherwise, when we eat heavy food, our energy goes into digesting your food rather than healing your body after the cardio or intense exercises.
Okay. So fruits, vegetables, and like is the way.
Yes. Yes.
अभी health related question.
Up and just stretch your left leg out. And you can experience sometimes, even you are doing intense exercises and you go for a day or so, let's lean on your right side, for a day or so on liquid diet, liquid juice, vegetables, especially the vegetable juices. You will find yourself that you don't get tired, no matter how much you run. Let's go to your right side. Let's reach down to your toes. Your right hand, left arm up. Thumb lean towards your right side. So push your heel backwards, forward, and toes backwards. But we always should have a balanced diet and the cleansing also. So cleansing means when you have liquid diet, your juices, vegetable juices, for a day or maybe for 2 days, maybe for 3 days, then it changes your metabolism of your body. All right, let's bring your feet apart and see how much you can stretch your heels forward, toes backwards. And we're going to go with your left hand forward, then right one, left one, left, right. Breathe out. Let's go with your both hands forward. As much as you can. One more thing you can do is place your hands behind. Lift your hips. Place them forward. So it will stretch more of your groins. So that when you do a lot of sports or running, then you put a lot of strain on your groins. And if you don't stretch them, they will be susceptible to injury or pain. Especially a lot of players who do a lot of running, like soccer or even cricket. If they don't stretch their groins, I have seen the injury, and that makes them incapable of playing the games. So stretching is very important, along with your cardiovascular and strengthening. All right. Stand back. Let's put your feet together. So when you stretch, you do the counter pose. Means you squeeze them or relax them. So let's place your soles together. Your pelvis forward. your back straight. And then roll side to side. Let's do another great stretching. Let's place your feet forward. And now place your ankle on your left ankle or your right thigh. This is a great stretch of your hip. So now, don't bring your foot close to your body. Keep it slightly away. Only thing you want to bring forward are your shoulders. So we do this exercise in lying position. This is in sitting position. We also should do in standing position as well. So try to walk your hands forward and see how close you can bring your chest to your upper leg. Let's switch your legs. Place your right one onto your left thigh. And then your hips, your shoulders forward. And then come. So we're going to lie down on your back. Let's do some good exercises on your back. So one of the discussion we were having yesterday, the position of your lower back, no matter what exercise you do. So let's practice that position of your lower back. So here we are going to lift your arms up and bring those arms behind your shoulders and then bring them back. So this is one of the movement. Second movement we are going to do at the same times. We're going to lift your spine, the lower back. When you lift your lower back, it's a sequence. See the tail of your spine, the end point of your spine. So you're going to lift that one first, then your lower back, then your hips. Your hips and lower back go together, and then keep on going up as you bring your arms behind. And the same one vertebrae by one. So upper one, gently bring lower one, middle one, the lower one, and then all the way the bottom one.
Bhaiya, I have a question here.
Hmm.
The pose you just showed us before, just before the stretch, like one leg on the other leg and then shoulders close. So for my right leg, that's extremely, extremely painful.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, like
Because
really, like I was not able to do it. Like, and left is okay. So,
yes.
so just want
Yeah, obviously there is a problem. Yeah, obviously there is a problem.
Uh-huh.
So you need to stretch, but stretch gently.
okay.
So when there are two things, pain but you still feel good.
Yes.
But if you have a pain, you
So
don't feel good at all, but it's very painful, then you have to stop it.
Okay.
But if it feels a little bit good when it is paining, that means you need to keep on moving slowly, keep on increasing.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Thank you.
We'll do same exercise in lying position also. So let's do this first. We want to show you how your lower back's supposed to be, the position of your lower back. Especially you want to concentrate on the end point of your spine. The last tail, which is very, narrowed, rounded. So that is the one you want to lift one up and then you want to bring it down. So let's lift that up as you bring your arms up and then think about each vertebrae. You want to bring your one vertebra at a time, upper one, and gently middle one, and then think about the lower one, and then go all the way the bottom one. You want to touch that. So when you touch that, your lower back is going to be off the floor. But when you lift the tail, then your lower back should be touching the floor. So we should have that curve, but that curve should not be too much. So that compresses your lower vertebrae, and then when you have a compression, then you have a compression on your nerves, which shoots the pain down, or even your hips, or even lower back. So let's try to do that practice again. Left, go up. As you breathe in, let's breathe out. See if you are able to move, make this movement even lying on the floor. So see if you are able to lift your tail off the floor and put the tail down on the floor. So that moves your lower back. We call lumbar area. So below the lumbar, we have those fixed vertebrae. So see if you can move those without lifting up your upper back. So let's do one more time. Lift your tail, lower back, arms, upper back, and then come down. Now let's do the same exercise we were doing in sitting position. Place your left leg onto your thigh, and now bring them towards your chest and hold your foot and your knee, and then pull them towards you. So now you can move gently to your right and to your left. One more thing you can do here. Bring your left arm through the legs to reach down to your shin, and then right arm around and reach your shin and pull them. Pull your legs towards you, towards your chest. So this is a great stretch of your hip joint and your hips. You need to do these stretchings every day. Let's switch your legs and bring your legs. Hold your foot and hold your knee. Pull them and gently roll side to side. And now bring your right arm through the legs and left arm around the leg, and hold your shin, and then pull it towards your chest. And let's place them back. Let's bring your both knees to your chest. And your shoulders, your whole upper body towards your knees. So you should be feeling the stretch in your lower back. Now we're going to stretch your legs forward and arms backwards. And let's bring again, or down to your shins. Pull your legs down towards your chest. Let's stretch them. Let's bring them back. Stretch. This is very gentle abdominal strengthening exercise, which stretches your lower back. And then when you extend your arms and your legs, you strengthen your abdominal muscles. Breathe out when you bring your knees. Breathe out when you extend your arms and legs. And breathe in between. Let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's place your feet together and drop your knees out. Take your deep breath. And let's also do another great stretching. Let's bring your left leg on top of your right thigh. So your knees are together. Now, let's drop your knees towards your upper knee. So our left leg is on top of the right one. Let's drop your legs towards your left side. And your face, you turn towards your opposite direction, towards your right side. And let it work by itself. If you relax your legs, it will stretch your lower back, your right lower side. You don't even need to push it. You need to allow it. So there are two things, passive and active stretching. So this is going to be your passive stretching when you allow it to be stretched. Let's do the same thing on other side. Bring your left leg on top of the right. Drop your legs towards your right side. Turn your face towards your left. And then allow your left lower back to be stretched. When sometimes we have a pain, we don't allow it. We try to hold it. So it's a retraining of your mind to allow it. When you are tense all day long, we don't even know how to allow what allow means. Allow means let it go. All right, let's do one more great stretching. Before we do that, let's go again into the same position. Put your feet next to your hips. Breathe in, lift your hips up, arms behind. And we will add one more exercise here for your lower back. Stretch your left leg up. Lower your hips and lift them up. So it's on one leg. 1. Lift it up. 2. Lift it up. 3. 4. And 5. Let's switch your legs. Right leg up. Lower your hips. 1. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's bring your hips down, your arms down. If you follow these exercises religiously, at least 5 times a week, there's no way you can have a lower back problem. All right, let's do 2 exercises actually. Stretch your left leg up, lift your upper body, and reach up to your leg, any part of your leg, while keeping your knee straight. And once you hold it, let's lower your head down. Let's go up, reach even higher. Allow your head to go down. Stay here. One more time. Let's go up, Reach even higher. And lower your head. And let's switch your legs. Stretch your right one. Reach up as high as you can first. Then lower your head. Let's come up. Again, slide your hands slightly higher. Lower your head. And then go up. Slightly up. Lower your head. And then bring it down. So let's include this exercise to strengthen your abdomen also. So we'll be stretching your hamstrings and working on your abdomen as well. So let's bring your knee, your left leg up, reach up to your leg, and here stretch your right leg off the floor. Now let's hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's switch your legs. Let's hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's reach slightly higher. This time we're gonna pull your leg towards you. Pull 1, pull 2, pull 3, pull 4. Switch your legs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Switch again. 1, 2, and 3. Right one. 1, 2, and 3. Again. 1 and 2. Right one. 1 and 2. Let's do only 1 and then 1. Let's go for 10 now. Continuously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Your feet together. Drop your knees out. Take deep breath. So this is a wonderful exercise when you stretch and strengthen other muscles. Okay, we have another great exercise for your hip joint, for your hips, hip muscles, gluteal muscles, and lower back. Let's place your left knee, left ankle onto your right thigh. We're going to start same way. Hold your knee and your leg of your foot, bring towards your chest. Now stretch your right leg, the lower leg up. Lift your whole upper body. And now grab onto your leg in both hands. And gently lower your head down. You can feel the stretch in your hip and hamstring at the same times. Let's stretch your legs. Place your right ankle onto your left thigh. Reach down to your leg. And then lower your head. And let's lower your both legs. This is another great stretch. So we are doing a lot of hamstring stretchings since you've been doing a lot of strenuous exercises. Let's go onto your palms and onto your knees. And here also let's do some great stretchings and definitely the strengthening also. So let's stretch your right leg. Lift it up. Your left arm forward. And let's place them back. Left leg up. And right arm up. And then place them back. Okay, now we'll add into the same exercise. One other next movement. Right leg straight off the floor. Left arm forward. Now bring your left elbow and knee together and stretch. 1, together, 2, together, 3, 4, and 5. Let's switch your legs. Left leg up, right arm up, and your knee and elbow together. 1, 2, 3. Try to touch your knee with your elbow. 4 and 5. We'll add one more before we go to next one. Let's go into child pose. Stretch your lower back. And let's come back. So this time we'll do the same thing. Let's stretch your right leg, left arm. Now touch your knee and elbow and then stretch back. Now touch your foot. Bend your right knee so you can touch your hand. You can bring your hand and your foot together. Let's place them back. Let's do the other side. Left leg straight. Right arm up. Bring your elbow and knee together. Stretch them. Bend your knee and bring your hand to your foot. Stretch. Place them back. Let's do it again. Right leg straight off the floor. Left arm. Touch your knee and the elbow. Stretch them. Bring your foot and hand together. Stretch and then back. Left leg up. Right arm. Bring them together. Up. Bring them together. Behind. Stretch and then down. Let's do it one more time. Your right leg up. Left arm up. Elbow and knee together. Stretch them. Bend your knee. Touch your hand and your foot. Stretch. Place them back. Left leg up. Right arm. Your knee and elbow. Stretch. And your knee. Touch your hand. Stretch. And then down. Let's go to child pose. Let's do another great posture to stretch your hip joints, your hip muscles, your gluteal muscles, and your thighs. So let's put your toes down. We are going to go into downwards dog. Let's go down. First, let's stretch one heel at a time. Bend your other knee. Bring your other heel down. Let's bring your both heels down. Come forward into plank. And then upwards dog. Let's go back. Let's go forward. One more time, forward. And one more time, backwards. Now lift your right leg up. Bend your knee. And then drop your foot on other side behind. Just stay there. You want to relax your upper hip, upper knee. The gravity will pull it. And now bring your upper leg behind your hands. And once your leg is behind your hands, let's bring your back toes on the floor, knee off the floor. Now here, move back and forth. So just by moving from your ankle, that should feel your right hip being stretched. Make sure your foot is far enough, further backwards, so you feel going downwards. Let's do the same exercise. Keep your foot right there, but place your forearms down. And your foot backwards and move back and forth. So you should feel the stretch in your right hip. And let's relax your back leg down. Stretch your arms forward and then lower your head. Your forehead down on the floor. And now let's come up. Place your hand on your foot and your knee and extend your upper body up. This is another great pose for your hips, your lower back, your thighs. Now let's place your right hand in the middle, bend your back knee, and reach down to your foot. Don't try to bring your knee close to your front foot. Keep it away. So you should feel the stretch in your thigh, in your quads, and then you can even move back and forth. And let's relax it. Let's place your hands in front of your leg. Back toes on the floor, knee off the floor. We are going to bring this leg, front leg all the way up. And then down in downward dog. Let's lift your left leg, bend it, and then drop it. Over to your right side. When you stretch your whole hip, that relieves the pressure from your lower back. Now let's bring this leg right behind your hands. And move your back foot backwards, away from your front leg. Now lift your back knee off the floor. Then move this whole body using your back toes back and forth. So in this exercise, you not only stretch your quads, you slightly twist as well. So that helps a lot to stretch. Now let's bring your forearms down and bring your even further your back foot. Then move back and forth. And then let's relax your back leg and stretch your both arms forward. Bring your forehead down. And let's come up. Let's place your hands, one hand onto your foot, other one onto your knee. And then let's extend your whole upper body. And now let's place your your left hand in front of your leg. Bend your back, knee, and reach down to your foot in your right hand. And move your foot back and forth. And let's come back. Let's bring your back toes down, knee off the floor. Lift your front leg. Let's go all the way up, down on the floor. Let's go into upwards dog. Downwards dog. One more time forward. And then backwards. Let's go into child pose. All right, let's do some strengthening exercise. So first thing we will do is let's do our push-ups. And again, there are various ways to do push-ups. One is a typical way, you go into plank and go up and down. Other one is keep your knees down, your hips slightly forward, bring the whole body down, and then come back. Or even if you want to do the easiest way, is that you find your sofa or your heavy table against the wall, or in bathroom, you have a tabletop, in kitchen tabletop, put your hands and go back and forth. So there's so many different ways to do it, but do it. That's the whole thing. You will be able to do it no matter how you do it. All right, let's see how many you do. Mananda is going to do 60. Atul is going to do 60. Who else is going to do 60 in one shot? Okay, if it is not one, then two breaks. One break is okay, or two breaks. So the aim is to do 60, no matter how you do it. In plank, easiest way, with break, with no break, let's go for 60. Narrow hands, wide hands. Okay. I hope you did. 60. Is everyone done? Or still working on it? Okay, keep on working.
Done, bhaiya.
How about Atul? Keep on
Done,
working.
sir. Done,
Huh?
done, sir. Done, done.
60, wow, very good. Who else? Raj?
I did 55.
Wow, excellent. Okay, let's do 25 more.
Okay.
Back to back. So 25 is not much. If you did 50, 60. So let's put a little bit more stress on your muscles. So you get stronger. Because when you do push-ups, it's not only your chest or shoulders or triceps get stronger, but your abs, because this is your plank position. All right. Is Neil on to that? No. Okay, 25 more.
हाँ जी भैया
Oh, good. How many did you do it? Okay.
I am doing on the sofa.
That's okay. It doesn't matter how you do it.
Yeah,
As long as you do it.
I did it 25, 2 sets.
Very good. Excellent. Very encouraging. You know, when we started the class, you were not even able to do single push-up. You must be proud of you.
True.
All right, let's do 25 more. This should do for the whole day for you. And also you get good cardiovascular exercise. That's the best thing you can do it. We'll go into child pose. Let's go into upward dog, downward dog. Let's walk your hands towards your feet. Hold it. Your arms apart. Let's go up. Interlock your fingers. Stretch up. And backwards. But don't bring your hips backwards. You don't want to arch your back. You're stretching upwards, working with your upper back. Look upwards. Stretch your arms. Let's go forward. Hands in front of your toes. Let's walk your hands forward. Downward dog. Upward dog. Again, downward dog. This time, walk your feet forward with keeping your knees straight. Arms apart. And stand up again. Put your arms. And then down. Okay. Let's do some squats also. So let's do middle feet squats. So your feet should be as wide apart as wide as your shoulders. And to sharpen up our memory, we're going to hold opposite earlobes. And let's aim for how many? So in one shot, 2 shots, it doesn't matter. 1 break, 2 break, 3 breaks. But let's go for 75 minimum. You will get good cardiovascular also in this one. Breath. All right. You get more cardiovascular exercise in squat as compared to running. But that does not mean that it's equal to running. That's a completely different exercise. Okay, let's do one more good exercise to loosen up your lower back and your hips. So we haven't done it in a long time. Let's your right foot forward and left arm forward, right arm backwards. So we're gonna kick your left foot, your right hand. So we're gonna switch your arms and we are going to kick. We're gonna kick your left foot forward, your right hand. So forward and place it back. Let's go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you want to bring your foot to your hand instead of bringing your hand downwards. You want to bring your foot upwards. Let's do the same thing with your opposite foot. Left foot forward, right arm forward. If you start from this position, then it's easy to switch back and forth. Let's go with the right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you're done today, then I'm going to sit down.
You need some relaxation.
Okay. Sure. Let's take a few deep breaths. and then we will do relaxation. So first, what we will do is we'll count. Inhale, and we'll count as you exhale. So the way we are going to do is we want to take one breath per minute. The yogi's breath should be around 10 per minute. Regular person breathes not more than, if you are healthy, not more than 16 breaths per minute. But if you are breathing more than 16 per minute when you're sitting in idle position, not exercising, that means you need to work more out. So, but if you're working out, if you are a yogi, then your breath should be around 10 per minute. But today's aim, we are going to practice is one breath per minute. So let's start first.
Dave, before you start,
Yes, sir.
please start.
Mute or what happened? What happened? We can't hear you, Raj.
Oh yes, I was saying that why limit your breath?
Oh, okay. Let me explain to you that. Breathing, I mean, we have two types of movements in our body. One is volunteer and second is involunteer. So if I'm lifting my arm, it's my choice. If I want to lift, if I don't want to lift. So it's called volunteer. Then we have involunteer function in our body, like heart. You cannot do anything about your heart. It's not volunteer at all. It's not that you can stop whenever you like to. It's involunteer. It will keep on running all the time. But there are some things which volunteer and involunteer, such as our breath. So breath is involunteer when you are not thinking about it. But you can extend it, inhalation and your exhalation, which becomes volunteer, but only up to a certain period of time. So this is the basic about the breathing. Second, why we want to breathe, why we want to limit our breathing. There are many factors involved why we want to take long breath. The first thing is that we have, it's a lot of explanation, but I will try to brief as possible. We have two types of muscles in our lungs when it comes to the lungs. One is which collapses our lungs. When we breathe out, our lungs collapse, they come closer. When we extend, we have external muscles in our ribs. We extend them when we inhale. So first of all, if we don't breathe all the way out, we don't use much those internal muscles which brings the lungs together to exhale. Same way, when we have external intercostal muscles, when we don't expand them enough, then they become inactive. Same thing like if we don't use our arms, they become weak. But if the more push-ups you do, stronger they get. Same thing is in our lungs, which bring the lungs to exhale closer, which brings the muscles expand to inhale, they get stronger each time you breathe more and expand more. Each time you breathe out, squeeze them more. So this is one of the benefits. Second, we have one bronchus, which is called dead space. Our breathing pipe starts from our nose all the way to the bottom of our lungs. So if you breathe through your nose, you don't have any exchange of your gas. If you breathe into your bronchus, you don't exchange any gas. But when it goes to your bronchus, the alveoli, the small part of your lungs, when you expand them, you get more oxygen, you have more blood circulation. And when you get more oxygen, your body gets healthier. This is second benefit. Third, since we want to make volunteer into involunteer, we work our brain part. Fourth, we regulate our heart rate. We slow down when you breathe deep, you get more oxygen, your heart does not have to work that hard. So it relaxes. And of course, it calms down your mind. There's so many benefits. I can go on and on about it. So they have done the research that the slower your breath is, calmer you are. When you get anxious, when you have anxiety, your breath goes fast. Your heart goes fast. So we want to keep it slow, even if you are not doing breathing exercise. When you practice all the time regularly, then your breath slowly slows down and your heart rate slows down, your whole body slows down. And then you are relaxed. And then more relaxed you are, less stressful you are, healthier you are. All right.
But yeah, one more question on top of that. So how do you measure your breath rate? Is it the heart rate, resting heart rate is a measure of that, or we have to manually measure it?
Yes. I mean, there are different ways to measure, but main is that when you are relaxed and see how many breaths you're taking. When you are exercising, there's another healthy heart you can measure is that when you start exercising, intense exercises, the longer it takes you to go out of breath, healthier your heart is. And when you stop breathing, the longer less it takes to calm down, to come back to normal, healthier your heart is. Other way around is that when you start exercising, quicker you start breathing, huffing, puffing, that means you need to work out on your heart. And longer it takes when you stop your exercising, then you need to work on your heart. So that's a measurement. So let's do one simple exercise. We will start, let's take half minute first. 1/2 minute means you breathe in, you hold, you exhale. It should not take more than, less than 30 seconds. So what we'll do, we'll inhale in 10, we'll hold in 10, and exhale in 10. That will become your 30 seconds. So I will count. Let's get ready. And let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold it for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Exhale up to 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So great. You took 30 seconds to breathe in and out. Okay, let's increase it to 40 this time. So we will inhale in 10. We will hold it for 10, but exhale this time in 20 seconds. So give it a try. 10, 10, 20. Let's get ready and start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold it for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Exhale up to 20, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that was, I guess, challenging a little bit. See if you can make it to 1 minute. So this time we will try for 50 seconds. So we'll inhale this time. Let's do 15. And you exhale in 30. So that is 50. 30 might be too much, I think. So let's do simply inhale in 15 and then hold it 10, which is 25. And then we will exhale in 25. So 15, 10, 25. So take your time to inhale, try not to rush from the beginning. And another point I want to bring, Raj, is that the slower you breathe, the more oxygen you extract in your bloodstream from your lungs. Faster you breathe, less oxygen your tissues get. So that's why when you run, you are in pain after that because you did not have oxygen enough. So it changes your whole cycle. All right. So 15, 10, 25. Let's get ready and start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Was anyone able to make it? It doesn't look like. So let's stick to whatever you can do, 40 at least. I think you were able to make some of you up to 40. So practice up to 40. And you will find a big difference in your mind relaxation, functionality of your mind, sharpness, the decision-making capacity, all the brightness, all those things come out of pranayama. There's one Sanskrit sloka, Dayate Dayamanaya Dhatunadhi Yathamala, the way you clean when you dig the gold out of earth, it's not pure, but they keep on boiling and boiling and boiling until it is purified. That's how pranayama works in your body and your mind. So let's lie down, do relaxation. Let's keep your feet apart, your lower back flat, your neck extended, your shoulders downwards. Should be a normal position. Your heels forward, and then leave them there relaxed. Your hands either on your tummy or just relax them along with your body. As long as you keep your palms relaxed upwards. So let's take deep breath and imagine the breath goes all the way down to your right big toe. So start breathing through your nose and think it goes down to your right big toe. For 5 times. Again, slow breath, long breath. You don't need to hold it. 5 times, all the way down to your right big toe. And then 5 times to your left big toe. And now let's scan all the parts of your body. You start with your right foot. The only thing you have to do is allow it to be relaxed. Allowing is very important. Allow it, let it be relaxed, the same thing. Let your right knee be relaxed, and then your right hip. Let your left foot be relaxed, your left knee, your left hip. Your abdomen, and then your chest. Let all them be relaxed. Your right shoulder, your right elbow, and then your right hand. Allow your left shoulder, left elbow, and left hand to be relaxed. Allow your chin and jaws, drop them, the lips. Your nose, your cheeks, your ears, your eyes. Let all them be relaxed. Your central eyebrows, your forehead, your head, your neck, your upper, middle, and lower back, your hips, your thighs, your legs, your entire lower body. Feel your whole body loose and relaxed. And feel the mat. Your body is lying on it. And now bring your attention to your expiration, your respiration. As you breathe out, allow your body to be dropped on your mat. Each breath relaxes your body. Take a deep breath. And let's squeeze and stretch your toes, your fingers. Squeeze your knees, shoulders, facial muscles, and relax them. Let's bend your knees and turn to your side. Take your time to sit up. And let's keep the eyes still closed. And chant Om for 3 times. Om. Om. Thank you. And namaste.
Namaste, bhaiya. Very good class.
All right. Enjoy your day, weekend.
Thank you. You too.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhaiya.
All right. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Great